Good morning, everyone. Hey, Rails. Thanks for jumping on. Do you like my new little sign at the start? Is that cool? Thank you for sharing. Hello everyone. Sorry it's a bit glary. I'm still playing around with this setup. I haven't got my new stand yet, so I'm a little bit glary from the bottom and it's a weird angle that I'm at. I know, I'm sorry, but we'll get this sorted one day. But it's much better than it was yesterday, I believe. So I've put my stand, my camera's normally on, up on a plastic tub. So very professional until my new stand arrives. And I feel like I've got, you know, like they have the news reporters and like they're doing things out in the field, and they have those big sun, like those, what do they call it? You used to have them in the movies, big foil things you put sort of directing the sun on your face to get some sun on your face. I feel like I've got one of them, but it's the glare off the white paper I've got on my desk and my two daylight lamps either side. So that's why it's I feel like I'm getting a artificial tan, but it's showing my double chin too much. Oh, that's bad. I have to do this. But how are you all? Thank you, Nikki, for joining. Thank you, Rails, and thank you for sharing, Janice. All right, so I've got a lot to cover this morning before we get on to our quick and easy cards. Hey Sandy, thanks for jumping on. And I've got to get used to looking at the right place because it's a different camera. Oh, we'll get there. But thank you for persevering and jumping back on. That's really, really cool. I will occasionally check to the side to see that everything's still going okay. I've worked out how to see comments on here now, so I can see everyone commenting, which is fantastic. Beautiful. Right, I have a few things to share with you. It's a really exciting day. So I'm going to pop some things up on the screen that I'm going to talk about. First and foremost is this one, year-end closeout. So what this means is that there is a heap of product in the holiday catalogue that never ever carries over to any other catalogue. So they call it retiring product when it's going to retire and not be seen anywhere else, okay? So what Stampin' Up also do is put most of that on sale. So make sure that you jump onto my online store, check out the year-end closeout section. You won't be able to miss it. There's a big image there, and there's also a category on the left-hand side. Jump over there and grab a bargain. And I noticed that a lot of the wood mount stamps are 40% off. So if you are a wood mount person and you haven't caught up with the news that wood mount are being discontinued permanently, then jump on and grab all those wood mount stamps while you can. Also, today sees the chance for you all. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my image there and it's sort of a bit long for the screen. Never mind. All right. Today sees the opportunity that you can all grab the Stamparatus bag. If you have missed me show that before in a video, when I flick back, I will have it in front of me saying, as I grab it now, and I'll show you just how wonderful this bag is, and it's something that you all need. If you have a Stamparatus, you really need this bag because it holds so much in it, and it's available today. And there are two options. You can buy the bag by itself, or you can buy the bag with the Stamparatus in it. Okay, so look out for those two options, but it's a really, really cool bag. One last thing to cover. If you are a demonstrator, you already know that you can order today from the Occasions catalogue and earn celebration rewards. If you can't wait, if you're a customer and you cannot wait until next month to get your hand on this beautiful catalogue and the products in it and earn celebration rewards early, then you really need to join my team and get ordering, because the stuff in this catalog is absolutely gorgeous. And starting from next week, I'm going to have quite a few sneak peeks of projects made with these products. They're absolutely stunning, and you're going to want it all, like we all do. And that's another great reason to join, because not only can you get it all now from today, you also get your discount on top. So sorry, who wants to save money on all their purchases? So don't pay full price anymore, get a discount. All right, so there's two ways you can shop from me: pay full price or join and get a discount. There's no pressure when you join to do anything, classes or anything like that. It's just purely giving you the opportunity to get your crafting items cheaper. So what I'm going to do now is show you the Stamparatus bag. All right, so this is it. I know it's a bit hard to see. It doesn't all fit in the screen. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see it all. So I'm persevering with this new software because I think it's really, really valuable. And we will get used to everything it does. It does so much. Alright, so here's the Stamparatus bag. Alright, beautiful, sturdy calico bag, gorgeous colours. The Night of Navy and the, is that Coastal Cabana? I think it's like a Coastal Cabana colour. It's gorgeous, love it. Really, really cool metal badge on there, Stampin' Up. Comes with a shoulder cable which has pivot clasps, so you'll never end up with a twisted strap, which is really, really cool. So I'm just going to bring some more light in here. I don't want to see my secret little note there. Goodness me. Alright, get some more light in the subject. Is that better? Yay! Oh, my lights get in the screen though. Oh, who cares? Never mind. Alright, so that's the shoulder strap. Got a nice solid like leather. It's probably not leather, it's probably vinyl. What's it called? Pad thing for your shoulder. So it's really nice and comfortable, and the straps won't dig in no matter how heavy your bag gets. Really sturdy clips, ring, what are they called? Not O-rings. Half O-rings. There's a technical term for them, that these clip onto. Really strong, sewn on really well. Excuse all the cat hair on mine. My goodness, I didn't realise my carpet had so much cat hair on it. So it happens when you have a long-haired cat. Really sturdy zipper, big, strong zipper, and it's even got Stampin' Up on the zipper pulls, which is really cool. Opens all the way up, so no trying to slide your Stamparatus into a little gap. It opens all the way up. Alright, nice really neutral grey inside. And what have I done there? Wait, oh, I missed the pocket when I was sliding it in because I wasn't paying attention, obviously. Alright, so two big pockets. This one has a Velcro strap on it to hold with whatever is in there, so it's not going to slide out. This side, I put my Stamparatus in. Okay, I always leave this grid paper in there so it's easy, ready to go. And I leave my foam mat in there all the time. It's just easier to grab it out and it's ready to go. So the Stamparatus goes in one pocket. It doesn't matter what pocket you put it in. I prefer to put it in this one because it's a bit heavier. It'll sort of slide out a little bit easier. On this side you have two pockets. And look how much it holds. So these are two pockets without a joiner or a closer on them. So two great pockets there. In one I keep a set of spare plates, another foam mat, and my instructions. And in the front one, for ease of use and easier to get to, because this is what I use more often, is my other plate that goes with the Stamparatus and my grid paper, because they're the things I use the most. I only ever, a lot of times, use two acrylic plates, but you know, I've got the other two in case I want to use more. So there at the front pocket, easy to grab and easy to grab the Stamparatus out. And then it just closes up. Really fantastic, strong bag. And then front pocket, I have in here a spare set of magnets because I have already busted one set. So I have spare magnets in there, and my shoulder strap, when I'm not using it, goes in beside it. So as you can see, it is a really strong bag and it has heaps of room in it. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Grab that bag today. Like I said, there's two options. Just get the bag. Or you can get the bag with the Stamparatus in it. So I just had to put my cute little banner on the bottom. Isn't that cute? See, this tool, it does so much. It just doesn't show me how many people are watching, which is really annoying. I need to go check that on my laptop and look sideways every so often. Alright, so I think I have shown you and talked about everything that I wanted to talk about today. So now I'm going to get on to our super quick and simple cards. So I'm going to flip you again. Sorry, my finger got in the way. Zoom you in a little bit. Just a little, so you can still see. I've given myself very little crafting room now, so I may have to zoom out again. Alright, so these are today's two cards, and again, really simple cards, and all you're going to be needing is the one piece of designer series paper that measures 4 by 5 3/4. So similar to yesterday's, if you weren't here yesterday and saw yesterday's cards, I started with these two. Really simple cards, just the one sheet of designer series paper that is card size, and I just cut it at an angle, used the reverse side on this card and then the front side on this card, added some washi sentiments and a few embellishments, and that card was done. Then we recreated it with this designer series paper, so I used the same side of the paper, just one half on this card, one half on this card, again washi tape, sentiment and embellishments, and then a last one. We just had to show off all this gorgeous paper. This is Under the Mistletoe designer series paper, really gorgeous, and it's my product of the week. And if you purchase this designer series paper today, you'll get a pack of red rhinestones for free. So there's one simple idea for using our designer series paper and making quick and easy cards. So no excuse to not get all your Christmas cards made and posted. So this is today's really simple idea. I'm going to grab some designer series paper and show you how to do it. This one I think is even easier than yesterday's. So I'm going to grab the same, that will fit, the same card, same designer series paper. I just needed to cut it down to size. So it's 4 by 5 3/4, which is what my standard card front is, because I always like to leave a little border around the edge from the card base. Are you ready? This is so hard. You're just going to grab a punch and find somewhere that you think would look nice punched out. So with this one, I just chose part of the poinsettia, and I thought, well, that would look nice standalone, so I punched that out. Today I might do, and you are limited though with this to how far the punch will go up. So like I can't punch in here because my punch just won't reach it. So what I might do is this one over here. Okay, and you want to punch in a little bit from the side. And there we go. That's one card front, and that will be used on the other card. Simple, quick and easy. So the other thing you need is just your card bases and then a piece of Whisper White. Now the reason I do it on another piece of paper and not straight on the cardstock, because if I want to put ribbon or washi or anything on it, I need to leave room, so I need to be able to wrap that around, and I don't like seeing washi and ribbon on the inside of the cards if they're wrapped around from the front. So I always use another panel of Whisper White. Sorry. And then I can simply glue it to that panel and then onto the card front. And that also gives me the opportunity, if I want to put it on dimensionals, to raise it. And then this one is simply the same thing, just a piece of Whisper White with the card front, and that is just going to get put on there with a few things behind it. Now for this one, I did decide to put it on dimensionals. You have two choices here. You can glue this to the white here and then punch that out again to remove the piece of white and stamp on your card front and then dimensional this on top, or you can stamp in your gap here, glue that on and dimensional DSP. I find it easier and more sturdy if I've glued this onto the piece of white, then I punch it out again and stamp on the card front. It's a sturdier front if you're not relying sorry, if you're not relying just on the DSP to hold it up so it doesn't fall flat. Oh, I'm so sorry, this cough has reared its ugly head again today. Hello Sherry, hello Carol, all the way from Texas. Sherry, that's pretty cool. That's excellent, thank you for joining me. Alright, so this one I am just going to glue onto my panel of Whisper White, and because they're the same size, all you have to do is line it up and make sure you don't have any of that white showing on any of the edges, because that means that you have not got it on properly. Okay, and now I'm just going to punch out this shape again just to get rid of that white cardstock. Now I'm going to put it on the card front, sit it on the card front, and then pray it doesn't move. And on this one I'll keep it the same. I've used the Noel from the Peaceful Noel stamp set. Now I don't know if this is carrying over or retiring. I think this is retiring, I believe. So it's going to be on the year-end sell out list, and I do have that list somewhere. Let me just check. Then I can tell you what discount it is. I've lost all my paperwork. Oh no. Here it is. Sorry, I found it. Whoops. Right, now, bear with me because I've got a lot of paperwork here. I just want to find the year-end closeout. Here we go. What's it called? Peaceful Noel. Oh, this is not in alphabetical order. That is not very friendly. Here we go. No, Peaceful Poinsettia. Joyous Noel, I'm getting close. Peaceful Noel photopolymer stamp set is on the clear out, but I don't see it as I don't see it as a discount. Okay, so just be aware that it is retiring. Come very soon it will be unavailable, because even though things aren't on sale, some of the things are not discounted, people still buy them because then it makes them realize that, oh wow, I'm not going to get that anymore, I've always wanted it, I need to get it now. So just be aware also on that year-end closeout, things will sell out really fast. The really popular things will sell out really fast. Alright, so now we are going to try and get this lined up so it doesn't move, and I've got it in the right spot. And we're just going to hold it in place and stamp our Noel in that little gap, and I'm going to try not to get my head in the way, which could be very interesting. I'm just using real red ink. Oh, sorry about this frog in my throat. I'm hoping that is straight. Oh, there we go. And because this paper is so gorgeous, it really doesn't need much else. So all I'm going to do is pop that on some dimensionals and then hope to get it lined up again. Now you could have put this on dimensionals first and then stamped, which probably would be easier. But hey, I like to do things the difficult way. And there's no such thing as too many dimensionals, because I want it to stand up around the Noel and not fall, not get crushed. So there we go, just a few dimensionals. Oh no, I can't get them off. I've lost some of my nails. I need to make Christmas nails again very shortly, so get into the Christmas spirit. No worries, Linda. You're not late. It's okay. There's always the replay to watch. I covered some really cool new things, important updates at the start, so you might want to go back and catch the replay. Alright, so now I have to try and get this lined up and straight and even, and fingers crossed, I think I did okay. So there we have our first card. Now with this one, I've added a few metal pearls. I don't know if you can see that. The light fades. You can see the metal pearls there on a few of the flowers. So that's all I've done on that card. Alright, so I won't add them now. You know how to put the metal pearls on. Quick and simple and easy. And then we're getting a second card out of that piece of designer series paper, because now we have our little punch bit that we punched out. We are simply going to add some embellishments behind it, stamp a sentiment, and stick it on our card front. So you really can't get much simpler than this, and it's really economical because, like, think of the amount of cards you could get from a pack of designer series paper. So this is a, let's say, roughly 4x6, but I cut it down to 4 and 5 3/4. So you can get 6 of those squares or rectangles out of the one piece of designer series paper. Add a punch to the punched out bit. So now you get 12 cards out of that one sheet of designer series paper. So it's really economical and they're easy and look very effective. Because, like, I like quick and easy. We're all getting busy this time of year, so we need quick and easy things. Now I've just added some of our tear and tape on the back. Then I've added some gold twine. So if you're watching, jump in and say hello. I know there's a few more people have jumped on now. Jump in and say hello so I know that you're here. And if you share my video, you'll go into the draw for a prize. Right, so with this twine, a lot of people hate this metal twine. I don't find it's too bad. You just got to let it do its own thing. Can't fight it. You have to go with the flow. So I just, like, do a loop and I see which way it wants to fall, because it has, see, it wants to fall this way, not that way. So I let it fall that way, and then I just stick it to the tape behind. And yes, it does get tangled and stuff, but just wind it back on. So this one wants to go a different way to the first one, so I just let it flow. Just go with the flow. And I tend to do 3 loops either side. And just make sure that you are tapping it down onto that tape you have on the back. And then it won't come unraveled. It will stay where it's meant to stay. Cut the tail off. Alright. Now to secure that in place, I'm just going to put one dimensional on it in the middle. Reason for that is that I want to tuck these little guys, oops, these little guys behind. So I don't want to have to keep fiddling with them too much and moving them around and risk getting glue everywhere because I've put a dimensional in the way of where I want to put my sprigs. Hey Sylvia, thank you for joining me. Everyone's late today. Must have been something really important on, or you're all getting really busy. I know, run up to Christmas. Thank you, Kay, for sharing. Alright, so this one, it is just the card front, like I said, 4 by 5 3/4. And I'm just going to put my punch on. There we go. Now I've got my sprigs. These are from the Frosted Bouquet framelets. I need to put my light on the subject. There we go. Sorry, I know the top of my light lamp here is going to get in the way. I really can't avoid that. I'm sorry, I don't know why. I've never had that problem before. I think because I had to turn the camera around a different way. My phone around a different way. But the light's better today, hey. It's ghastly weather outside. Is it, Sylvia? Oh no. We have a beautiful day here in Brisbane. Oh, you have to let me know too what the weather's like in Auckland in April, so I know prepare what to pack. I haven't unpacked properly from Melbourne yet, but anyway. Alright, so the Frosted Bouquet framelits dies. These are carrying over. These are not retiring from the holiday catalogue. These will carry over until the new annual catalogue comes out in June. Now there's no guarantee they will make it into that annual catalogue, but after the holiday catalogue finishes on the 2nd of January, these will still be available until the annual catalogue finishes, okay? So just bear that in mind, and I will pop up a list telling you what is carrying over, because not everything in the catalogue retires, but not everything then makes it into the new annual catalogue either. So it's a bit tricky how they do it. You just got to make sure that you're kept up to date with what's going on, and I try and tell you everything that's going on all the time. Right, so my sprigs are a little bit too long. Just going to trim a little bit. Now this is Pear Pizzazz that I've used, this cardstock, because that's the colour, the green in the designer series paper. Okay, all I'm going to do is stick a little bit of glue on these, on the ends. And this is where I said I didn't want to be mucking around with positioning these if I had a dimensional in the way, because that glue will make a mess on my cardstock and look ugly. So I want to be able to slide it in and then hold it in place. And if your die cut sticks or your punch sticks to the glue you've just put down, just lift it up, because and the tape will stick as well. So now I have that in place. I'm going to put a mini dimensional there, so it helps it stay raised, but it doesn't let the tape stick to the cardstock. So just pop a mini dimensional on there. I'm hoping you can see that mini dimensional. Pop off the backing, which is now stuck to the tape. There we go. And stick that down. So that will help keep that raised. And then the same with this side. Just going to stick this in. And before I push that down, I want to put a dimensional on there. There we go. Okay, we are nearly done. Now I'm going to put a, I was going to put a gem on there, but you should see, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff on my little drawer because it's open and I've got lots of paperwork sitting on there. I can't get to my gems. That's really bad. Oh no. Crash something. You know how, you never have enough room. Hey Veronica, sorry I missed you popping in. And Janice, yes, the video is much clearer today. I changed the setting So I'm hoping that we'll get there with this software. It's all a learning curve. So thank you guys for coming along on this little journey with me with this new software. We'll get there. And just going to pop one of our, what are they called? Faceted dots on that. I'm just going to lift this, keeps sticking for some reason. I might have to put more dimensionals on this today. Oh, there you go. Now, sentiment, using the Noel, because I've already got it out. Is that banner down the bottom? And it's nice and trendy, and I love having it there. But is it in the way? Can you guys see what I'm doing with that there? If it is in the way, it will be removed. Quite simple to do that. All right, our sentiment, just try and get it straight. And I am loving this card. It is super quick and easy. Now our card base. Now you've noticed I've got a few of the cards opening like this, just for something different. You cut your cardstock, still get 2 cards out of the 1 sheet of cardstock, sorry. You just cut it a different way. So if you weren't here yesterday and you didn't catch it, this is a normal A4 sheet of cardstock. When you create your normal opening cards, like you get in the shops, a normal fold, you just cut it straight down the middle here, and you get 2 cards. So then you cut it down the middle, you score this way, fold it over, and you get 2 cards. They can be portrait or landscape. To get this, oh, right, wrong card. To get this card opening that stands up like this, you just cut it the other way. So instead of cutting this way, you cut along this way. Then you've got 2 long strips. You fold in half to get the top folding rather than the side opening, side folding. Really, really easy, okay? And these, if you're having a lot of stuff on your front card, if you're putting a lot of stuff on the front of your card and makes it heavy, your normal fold card, your side fold card will fall over occasionally. If you're putting lots of layers on and making it heavy like that, you're probably best to go for this style card because it's a bit more secure that way and it won't fall over if you've got lots of things on your card front. I know sometimes I can get carried away and put lots of elements and layers, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, the card doesn't want to stand up, wants to keep falling over. So yeah, change the design of how your card opens and you won't have that problem. That's particularly good tip if you're doing shaker cards, because we know by the time you add all the foam on and the window sheet and whatever you're putting in the shaker movement, they can be a little bit heavier card fronts than your normal card. So just yeah, change up how you do it, so then you won't have that problem. Alright, so now just going to add on some red rhinestones. So this is what you'll get free this week if you purchase the Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper from me. You'll get a pack of these red rhinestones, and I don't know how many there is in a pack. There's a lot. 220 red rhinestones. That is amazing. The paper is $19.25. It's just a standard Designer Series paper. It's not a specialty paper, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's in the annual catalogue, not the holiday catalogue. So if you're looking for it, go to all the Designer Series papers in the annual catalogue, and that's where you'll find it. And there we have quick and easy, and I think really different cards. And the Designer Series paper really makes these cards. It's really, really gorgeous. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sandy. The banner looks really good. You just have to watch not to go down too low. Yes, I'm very conscious of that, Sylvia. Thank you, lovely ladies. Should I make another one in different paper? Because I think it's going to look different again. And because I've already got this paper cut, you find the banner a bit distracting. Okay, that's interesting. That's okay. I can take it off for now. There we go. Look at that. Magic. Alright, so let's use this one, only because I already have it cut. It's already at 4 inches. I just need to trim it to 5 3/4. Now, you could use a different shape punch, of course, if you wanted to. But I have this one on my desk. Woo! Sorry, so I'll just be using the same one. Alright, so now I need to cut a new card. So I'm going to do the new fold that I've started doing. So I cut it at 4 1/8. Sorry for the metric ladies, that's 10.5 I think. Straight down the middle. And now I have these two long skinny bits. I don't score anymore on my trimmer or anything to fold my cards in half. I do like Brandy Cox does. I have for a while. I was too scared to admit it because everyone's going, you gotta score your cards. No, I just use my thumb to hold the top piece. That, like, I put my thumb against the bottom piece, bring the top piece to my thumb, hold it, and then fold it. Hold it and fold it. That's today's name of the game. You're welcome, Kay. Alright, so here we go. Just our two cards. So I thought if it's good enough for Brandy Cox to do it, then it's good enough for me. For those who don't know who Brandy Cox is, she is the, I think, was she, no, she wasn't #1 this year, was she? Who was? I can't remember who was. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Right, so then my two, whoop, I need to cut this at 5 3/4. This is for my two panels that I use on top of the card front. 5 3/4 by 4 because it needs to be a little bit smaller than the card base. So just two of these. I use normal Whisper White. Yeah. No worries, Lisa. Yeah, come back and watch the start. Yeah, I've never had a problem. Like, I know they bought in the thick Whisper White cardstock because a lot of people complain this is not thin enough. It's the same GSM, which means it's the same grams per, I don't even know what that stands for now. It's gone off the top of my head. It's the same GSM, which is what the measurement is they use for weighting of cardstock. It is the same GSM as our coloured cardstock, but because of the process it goes through for the bleaching to get it white, it feels thinner, okay? But I have never had a problem with it not performing as a card base. I think it's thick enough. So I don't buy the thick Whisper White because I'm quite happy with the normal Whisper White. But everyone to their own. So yeah, Janice, I think you're right. If you use the thick Whisper White, you would have to score that because it's thicker. But I find with our coloured cardstock and the normal Whisper White, I don't need to score it to get a nice fold. But that's only me. That's me. Personal opinion. Right, and I've lost a bit of coloured paper. No, I only needed one. Oh, gee. Alright, and because with this shape that I cut out from the last one, you could stamp on that and get another card again. Like, so don't throw these bits away. Have a stash of them. You can, I don't know if you can see, bottom of my lamp over here, you can't see it, it's not on camera. I'll bring it forward. This is my little stash of things. Alright, now you can see up here. Besides my bangle that really shouldn't be there. And my washi. I have a stash of stuff that I have used and have extra from cards. So, you know, some circles here, some flowers. So I will every so often look at what I've got here and go, oh, I can use that on a card. So a cool love heart from something, you know, a little wooden Christmas tree. Yeah, lots of bits and pieces. So this is my sort of stash of extras. And I'll every so often look at that and go, I can use that on my card. That is perfect. I don't need to cut anything out. There's another great tip for you. All right, now let's get on to this one. I'm going to use the same punch. And I'm thinking that would look really pretty. So how much of that can I get to? Now I'm limited to how far the punch will go down. And I also want to make sure I have enough room on the side here that I can put a dimensional so it doesn't sit flat when if I want to raise it. So I think that's pretty. That flower is perfectly positioned. So again, we grab our panel and we stick it on. And I am just going to glue this straight to this piece. I'm not going to punch out the other bit. I'm going to dimensional the whole piece, I think. So straight on. That's interesting. Yeah, you do have to score the thicker one. How many people use the thicker one? I heard it's popular. Well, I guess it's popular. But just to me, I just don't need it. Grams per square something. Yeah, per square. I want to say meter, but I don't know. Is it? I know it's grams per square something. I don't know what the M was, Linda. That's why I stopped. Millimeter? No? I don't know. Someone will know. Google is my friend. Someone needs to Google it for me. Alright, now, because I've got the red out, I'm going to stick to the red. I can't bother cleaning my stamp because, like, you all know I'm a lazy stamper. Debbie's watching. I'm sorry. If you're here and you jump in and are watching, I've got a new software I'm using, and I can't see when people join. I can only see comments. I can't see how many people are watching, and I can't see when people join. So if you want a hello back, then make sure that you let me know you're watching. Ding ding. So there's another bit that's going to go on my pile. I can use that for another card, and I can even, because this paper is really cool, I can use that as well on something like the reverse side. Doesn't have to be this side. Oh, I want that, don't I? Oh my gosh, I'm silly. Because I know I was thinking of the white bit. Oh, why didn't you just tell me? I was talking through my... I didn't say that. Right, I'm going to dimensionalize this. No, I'm not. I'm just going to glue it straight. Just because I can. Grams per square inch. Okay, there you go. Why does it say M then? I'm confused. It should be GSI. Who knows? But yes, there you go. That's how they measure cardstock weight. GSM. Just yet another acronym. The world is full of acronyms. Hey Debbie, thank you for watching. I used to work for Amway. Oh my lord. I was in IT department in Amway quite a few years ago now. And I have never known another company to have so many acronyms. Oh, loloi. I used to have a cheat sheet on my desk of acronyms because I come across a new one every day and I go, what on earth is that? So yes, I had to make up my own little cheat sheet for acronyms. Oh, it was horrible. Alright, so I'm just going to stick on some red little rhinestones on this one because I want to tie in the red that I've used in the stamp set. So just going to stick on 3 just randomly. I don't know, down here. There, looks good. Alright, so there's one card. Nice and simple. The paper speaks for itself really. And the next one, what can we do on this one? Let me close this before I end up with red on everything. You're just guessing, Janice. Oh, you sounded convincing, Janice, like you knew what you're talking about. Ah dear, right. So this is shaded spruce. I want to try putting some real red leaves behind it. 1 second. Let's just grab some real red cardstock and punch a few leaves. This punch was just sitting on my desk. Yes, acronyms. Oh, they're a bane of me. Seriously, I just don't get it, Cherry. I just don't get it. Why do people have to make things complicated? Why come up with so many terms? Like, seriously. Is that too much? Too much, too much. Tell me, too much? It's square meter. Sylvia, thank you. That's really cool to know. So I was half right. Right, I'm looking for some. What do I do, ladies? I need to put something else behind that. What have I got in the ribbon world? Thinking. I know, shaded spruce ribbon. How does that happen? Anyone got no ideas? Too much. Yeah, I don't like the yeah, I don't like them, hey. Okay. Use berry punch. Berry punch. What's a berry punch? Berry punch. What about, so I'm stuck with this one now. My brain has gone on holidays. Wait. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. This one. The sprig punch. This. Yes. Yeah, what is it with governments and all their weird terms? They come up with new ones. I swear they have a panel of people that meet. Just what weird term can we come up with that we have to create an acronym for because no one will want to say it because it's too long or it's weird or something. Is that better? Do we need twine on that as well? The gold? Maybe we do. Yeah, see, I worked it out. Twig, sprig is what it's called. But anyway, I'll forgive you for that. Oh, what ribbon did I grab out? Oh my gosh, that's like lovely lipstick. That's going to work. Alright, here we go. It's the heat. That's why my brain doesn't want to work. Took me a long time to get used to this Queensland humidity. Far out. It's meant to be cooler today, like 26 degrees, but it's like an oven outside. It's the humidity. I hate it. So our power bill this summer is going to be massive. We were only here from November this year in this house, so from February. So a lot of the summer heat were at my late mum's house, and she had air conditioning, split systems, not like ducted that we've got, so they're meant to be cheaper to run, and it was all still in her name, so it was like pensioner discount rates on the bill. Now we're in our own place, normal bill, oh, it's going to be a fortune, absolute fortune. But I can't stand being hot. I get really cranky when I'm hot. Lovely Christmas bow. Oh yeah, Linda, you want to come tie my bow? Because you know what I'm like with bows. Linda used to come to my card classes when I did them at the community centre, and she was forever laughing at how much ribbon I gave people to tie a bow, because they could tie a bow on the smallest amount of ribbon, whereas I'd need like 4 times the amount of ribbon to tie a bow. And I think a lot of times I actually got, you know, if I need to tie a bow for someone, it's like, oh, don't ask me to do that. And I'd head off to someone who could tie a better bow than me and ask them to tie it. Oh dear. Your dog won't even go out in the weather. Gee, that's pretty bad. Hey Anita, how are you? Gale force winds, massive squalls of rain. Really, Sylvia? Oh, I love weather like that if I'm inside and I'm safe and my family is safe and I have nothing that's going to get damaged. Then it's fine. But yeah, no, other than that. Right, I'm going to break my rule and put 2 dimensionals on this, but I'm hoping I'm giving myself enough room to tuck my sprigs underneath. We shall see. Per gram. Square, what is it? Grams per square meter. Yes, is that right? Narelle? Hey Narelle, how are you? Alright, so this one, I'm probably taking way too long to get this card done. But anyway, we will get there. My tape decides it wants to stick. It's not playing nice. Stop it. There we go. Alright, we're going to pop our sprigs in. Just a little bit of glue on the end. And these are not so quick and simple now because I'm flipping around. See? Oh, my dimensional's in the way. Ay, ay, ay. Knew that'd happen. So we're going to cheat and we're going to cut it in half. Put one either side of the dimensional. There we go. We make it work. My pokey tool in there to get it stuck. Massive clap of thunder. Really? Wow. So this is a problem that you have when you put dimensionals and they get in the way. Which is why I normally don't do it. That one might be okay. Doesn't matter if he hangs over a little bit. Top one looks a bit weird, hey? It's alright, Margaret, no worries. You're watching Donna, so you have to watch my replay. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to move this one. It wasn't stuck that great anyway. I don't like that one. My dimensional's getting in the way. And I'm going to trim it a little bit. And then, how about that? Looks a bit better, hey? So if you're just joining me, you would have missed the start where I told you about the demonstrators can pre-order or purchase now from the Occasions catalogue. So if you have ever thought of joining my team, now is a fantastic time to do it. Because you can order from the Occasions catalogue a month early and get a 20% discount while you do it. So cool. Really, really cool. And the Stampin' Up bag is available to order. Alright, now, our sentiment. Yeah, I probably could have stuck the twigs to the back of the tag, the punch out, before I put them on. I could have. Would have made it easier. But I tend to have trouble seeing them as in where they're positioned when I do that. Like, I don't know. It's just me. But we're all different, hey. Thank you for sharing, Margaret. But yes, Sylvia, that's definitely another way to do it. Alright, let's put, because we've got the gold, we need to bring in the gold on our little tag. And that flower is perfect for a little faceted gem. Then our red rhinestones, we're going to scatter a few of these. Always put things on in uneven numbers. There we go. And then that simply gets glued onto the card front. I'm not going to dimensionalize this, so I want to keep it quick and simple. But because my brain went into holiday mode and I couldn't work out what design I wanted to do, it took a little bit longer. Not quite so quick, but still easy, very effective. Alright, there we go. Done. Hey, there we go. Alright, there's our cards for today. I'll pull the others back across. Really simple cards, quick and easy if you don't muck around too much. But there you go. Thank you for watching, everyone. You sat through me watching, yeah, I'm distracted by pressing all these things on the screen. Goodness. Thank you for watching, everyone. It was really cool that you all came and liked my cards, and thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with some more quick and easy cards for you. Again, similar principle to yesterday and today's cards, using the one piece of designer series paper and getting 2 cards out of it, and really quick, simple designs. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.